So apparently this is my own self-healing today that we needed to do. So how about you? What do you say to yourself? Do you say, I'm tired? Or do you say, I don't feel well? Or do you look in the mirror and say, I'm fat? Or something derogatory like that, what are you saying to yourself that is not abundance thinking? That's that negativity bias. Ask yourself. Welcome to Press Pause. On today's episode, we're going to press pause and stop your negativity bias. What do I mean by this?
Well, I think that we often do it. Oh, I'm tired, or I'm not good enough, or you complain about something that really has no reason for it, or I'm too old to do that, or I'm too slow, I can't do that. So you're going to do that. That will lead you down that road.
Right. I think of when oftentimes you may ask a particular person, how are you doing? And then they say, I'm tired. And that's, I think, in our busy world, a lot of entrepreneurs, I know you face this, I face this, where sometimes we really do feel tired. Maybe you've got a lot of pressure, a lot of things on your plate from the work responsibilities, from home responsibilities. And you do go through a season where you're tired, and people are asking, maybe close friends or work colleagues, how are you doing? And you say, I'm tired. Well, like you just said, if you say that, that's a negativity bias. You've just proclaimed it. You will now be tired because you've stated, I am tired. So how do you unravel that and get out of those negativity biases? What should we do?
Well, I think that the first thing is you talk to yourself in a positive way, instead of, I don't make that much money. You go, wow, I make a lot of money. Or I can run a 5-hour marathon or a 4-hour marathon, instead of, well, I'm not fast enough to do that. And just reframe it to the positive, to the abundant, instead of the scarcity mindset.
Right. That truly is what it is. It's scarcity mindset. And I think we do it so often to ourselves where we don't even realize the lies, the negativity bias, these lies that we're telling ourselves. And it may be something that's coming from childhood, something that you went through, maybe the way that you were raised, that you never felt that you were quite good enough. And so that inner voice may come from a past experience or relationships in your life that you put yourself down in a number of different ways. So I think I would roll that back even more, as you can't talk to yourself positively with an abundant mindset unless you know where you're doing this. So how do you discover where you're having these issues of this negativity bias?
Yeah, I think where you discover it, part of it is the news cycle is telling us the negative stuff. And then, right now, the economy is going to be atrocious. Well, is it?
Right.
Well, if we keep talking about it, it will be for sure.
Oh, I know. It's everywhere right now. Prepare for recession. Prepare for, get ready for that. And so it just causes this fear. And so I guess going back, it's recognizing where you're buying into this negativity bias. So evaluating, maybe having a conversation like we are right now. Have a conversation with a work colleague, with a spouse, with a friend, and just say, what are the negative things that I'm focusing on that we're talking about, and making a decision that you're not going to do that anymore. So is there something that I say that you can think of something that I'll say? I suppose I've said I'm tired.
Yeah, you say you're tired a lot, actually. Now that I think about it, that's probably yours.
Wow, maybe that's where this idea for this episode came, and I didn't even know.
That's probably why you came up with it.
Oh, that is really interesting. But it's true, and I think that's how you've got to combat getting over something. I have struggled with my sleep in the last few months after just having a family crisis that we've dealt with, and kind of coming out of that and dealing with grief. Sleeplessness and just some other things can come out of that, those physical manifestations. But you're right. If I'm always saying I'm tired, or recognizing, well, how am I feeling when I wake up and I'm tired, if that's my first thought, then I'm manifesting that. I've proclaimed it.
Right.
So apparently this is my own self-healing today that we needed to do. So how about you? What do you say to yourself? Do you say, I'm tired? Or do you say, I don't feel well? Or do you look in the mirror and say, I'm fat? Or something derogatory like that, what are you saying to yourself that is not abundance thinking? That's that negativity bias. Ask yourself.
Yeah. And I think if you write down all the positives, that might help you too. Just put it on a 3x5 card.
Right.
Especially if there's a 2 or 3 that are your go-to negatives, put the positives, put them in your drawer with your toothpaste or whatever it is.
Exactly.
You can remind yourself.
What's the opposite of that? So if you've told yourself that, then what's the opposite? So as an example if you've been saying like me, I'm tired, proclaiming instead that I am healthy and full of energy. I have the energy that I need to do what I need to do today. Maybe that's what you need to say. So I think that's a really good for us to be able to practice. So if you find yourself in negativity bias, first, recognize where you're doing this. What are those things that you're saying to yourself that are negative that you need to turn around? Talk to a partner, a colleague, or a friend to ask them, where do I show up saying negative things about myself? What am I complaining about? And then once you realize what that is, then name those and then proclaim the opposite to yourself. Write down those abundance affirmations that you can have readily available to you to be able to turn that negativity bias into one of abundance and positivity. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you'll be the first to know when new episodes drop to really help you grow in your leadership and level up your life and your mindset.
Watch one of these other videos, share with a friend, and don't forget, download the PDF from today's topics so that you can make sure to hold yourself accountable and take that action plan and use it.
Have a great day.